We've now actually struck more than 7,800 targets. More than 120 Iranian naval ships are at the bottom of the ocean, have been sunk by our great military. So the objectives of Operation Epic Fury have been clear from day one, and the sheer lethality and power of the U.S. Armed Forces is on display every single day as they continue to meet these objectives and obliterate the rogue Iranian regime.
All right, so here we go now into another day. That's the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt with us a bit earlier this hour. At the moment, President Trump zeroing in overnight in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. targeted multiple Iranian missile sites near the strait with 5,000-pound bunker buster bombs. The president saying he's confident America can reopen the critical trade passage. I want to talk about the strategy and where we are with retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg, former Special Envoy to Ukraine. And, sir, thank you for your time today, General. Good morning to you. Let me begin with the latest headline from overnight. The Iranian intelligence minister, Ismail Khatib, has been eliminated. How significant is that? Or does just another individual step in his position?
Yeah, Bill, thanks for having me. Good to be with you. Look, I think as part of the program that they're doing on the executed targets, they're getting rid of the theocratic regime, which is really good. One of the big targets they hit just recently was Ali Larijani, who was he's really a brilliant guy, or was a brilliant guy. And they keep going down to the process of taking out leadership. They've taken out the missiles, they've taken out the nuclear sites. What they're doing right now, I think, is sequencing their way towards potentially taking and clearing Bandar Abbas, which is right of the Straits of Hormuz, Karg Island, which President Trump in 1988 said we need to seize Karg Island. It's 80 to 90% of their exporting of oil, and I would take it. I mean, once I control that oil from Karg Island and I open the Straits of Hormuz, it's really quite advantageous to us. You could take the moving towards the target, the MEU that's coming there, they can get to Bandar Abbas. You take the 82nd Airborne or Rangers or any force like that, they can assault an island from the air. You take the Karg Island, and then you clear that up. You clear up the Straits of Hormuz as well. I think they can do it. I think that's what they're rapidly approaching to get done. I said that 2 weeks ago with Shannon Bream. That would be a perfect target. The president has said it before. They're sequencing their targets really well. I think the Secretary of War, with Pete Hegseth and Dan Kane as the chairman, and Cooper, the CENTCOM commander, they've got a great plan. I would tell everybody, stop clutching your pearls, stop complaining about it, just watch it roll. Caroline Leavitt had it right, and just let the operation go forward, and it'll get done.
Okay, General, I remember that statement you made with Shannon. I remember it quite clearly, actually, 2 weeks ago, a little more than that, actually. When you consider that Israel's still hitting targets of Hezbollah in Lebanon today, at what point are you satisfied that you've hit enough targets? I mean, when you really think about a timeline here, you know, weeks can turn into months quite quickly. What do you think about that, General?
Yeah, Bill, I'll tell you what, I'd be satisfied when they kill them all. The fact is they take those targets out. They should have taken out Hezbollah a long time ago and been allowed to do that as well. They had UNIFIL in there. They really haven't done very much. And everybody's just let it fester with Hezbollah, with Hamas, with the Houthis. And I think we're just kind of taking them all on at the same time. I think later on this will be written about 10 years from now or 5 years from now, what a successful operation it was. Look at this. We went against the best things the Russians and the Chinese gave the Iranians to fight us back. We haven't lost, and the Israelis have not lost, a single aircraft to enemy fire. That's something. You know, just by the law of averages, you should have had something shot down. That just shows how overwhelming our military response to Iran and the region has been.
Okay. General, thank you so much. I know it was short, got a lot of breaking news today. Thank you for coming on, and we'll bring you back soon. Keith Kellogg, thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
You bet. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.